Hi Aries, this reading is for you if you are in love with or have a crush on someone and would like to know how they feel about you. We'll have two separate spreads in this reading. In the first spread, we'll try to see if they feel the same way about you, then if the feelings are mutual. In the second spread, we'll look at the potential between you and this person, or if their heart is with someone else. In the second spread, we'll see a new person coming into your life in the near future. Please like, comment, and subscribe to support this channel. Alright Aries, let's see what's going on here with the person on your mind. We have the Five of Wands clarified by the Ten of Wands. We have the Page of Cups clarified by the Queen of Wands. Then we have the Emperor clarified by the Wheel of Fortune. And we also have the Magician on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with the Gemini, Virgo, maybe a fellow fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is one interesting reading, right Aries? Because either the Queen of Wands or the Emperor, or both of those two cards are your cards. So the good news is that they're thinking of you. You are on their mind, all right? Because we have you in this reading at least once, perhaps twice, because the Emperor showed up on its own, right, by itself, as I was pulling the cards, and then the Queen of Wands showed up later as a clarifier. So it could be you right there with both of those cards, or at least one of them, all right? But we also have the Magician on the bottom of the deck. Could be either Gemini or Virgo you're dealing with. Those two zodiac signs share that major arcana card, okay? But at the same time, the Magician could be a card of like manifestation. It could be a card of taking action. The Magician, I don't know how you actually know this person. Maybe if this is somebody you work with or do business with, perhaps you perceive this person as the Magician, somebody who is really good at what they do. Because when it comes to work, business, and finances, that's how I often interpret the Magician. Somebody who is really good at what they do, a miracle worker, somebody who is very creative, somebody who finds solutions to problems, you know, that type of energy. And we actually start with the Five of Wands clarified by the Ten of Wands. So both of those two cards are talking about a struggle. Some sort of a struggle. It could be an emotional struggle, right? It could be somebody struggling because maybe they're trying to hold back. Maybe they're like in a bit of a denial, right? Or maybe they really want to move forward, but they're struggling because, again, if this is somebody you work with, for example, maybe it's against the company policy or something else is going on. Or perhaps they're struggling with something else that has nothing to do with you, right? The Five of Wands is a card of a competition. It's a card of maybe drama. It's a card of just fighting for something, right? The Ten of Wands, clarifying that, is a card of a burden. It's a card of when we have a lot on our plate, when we have a lot of responsibilities, or this whole struggle is a burden for this person. All right, so something is going on there with those two cards. The Page of Cups, the next card I came out, is clarified by the Queen of Wands. So the Page of Cups, perhaps the two of you got into a fight. Maybe you guys got into a fight and that's what's been a burden, right? Because the Five of Wands could be a card of drama and fighting. Maybe that's what happened between the two of you. And now you're wondering if they still have feelings for you, if they still have emotions for you. They do. Because you're here twice. You're in this reading twice. Okay? So the Page of Cups could be an apology for some of you, right? For others of you, the Page of Cups could be starting a conversation, asking the other person out. Just the Page of Cups is the nicest page out of all four pages. And it's clarified by the Queen of Wands. Maybe that's you, Aries, who owes them an apology. You know, maybe it's you who is thinking about reaching out to them, or at least giving them a sign that you're interested with that Page of Cups. But yeah, at the same time, the Page of Cups could be directed at you. All right, maybe they owe you an apology. Maybe this is them who is planning to ask you out, who are planning to reach out to you, who are planning to approach you. But right now, they're struggling with that. At the end, we have the Emperor. The Emperor, yeah, it's one of your major arcana cards, Aries. That's unless you're dealing with another Aries, right? But if we forget for a second that the Emperor is one of your major arcana cards, the Emperor could be like a boss figure, okay? Somebody who's large and in charge, somebody who's got everything, got all the ducks in a row and things like that. But as I was clarifying the Emperor, I simply asked how how does Aries, how do you actually feel about this? And the Wheel of Fortune showed up. So you're on board, obviously, because you're still watching this video, right? Because you're checking in, you want to know how this person feels about you. And it kind of makes sense that the Wheel of Fortune showed up. For some of you, it could be a repeat or a restart of a cycle. If you guys got into a fight and you're in non-speaking terms right now, perhaps you're maybe hoping to restart this cycle between this person and you, or start a new cycle on new terms. Or the Wheel of Fortune could be a card of maybe literally going somewhere. Okay, so yeah, I guess there's more good news than not so good news. Not so good news, we're not sure what the 5 of Wands and the 10 of Wands are about, because for some of you this is what happened between the two of you, or maybe they're preoccupied with something, you're struggling with something. But the good news, again, for the 10th time, is that you're in this reading twice, Aries. You're here twice. Okay, so yeah, let's take a look at the potential between you and this person real quick. So here's the potential between you and the person who saw in the previous spread, Aries. We have the Three of Pentacles clarified by the Page of Pentacles, the Two of Cups clarified by the Hierophant. We have the Sun, and we have the Lovers on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a Taurus, Leo, Gemini, or whatever your person's zodiac sign is. Well, this spread is only good news. It's good news only, Aries, right? In the first spread, we saw that 5 of Wands with a 10 of Wands, because we weren't sure. I wasn't sure what that means, because there's multiple different scenarios. This spread right here is all good news, right? Yeah, the Three of Pentacles, the first card that came out, is a card of collaboration, cooperation, or it's simply a card of when a group of people get together and do something together. So perhaps that's how you know this person. So for some of you, maybe it's a friend or an acquaintance. For others of you, it could be somebody who is in your gym, somebody who is in your class, in your club, pottery club. Or maybe this is somebody you work with, do business with, or something like that. Basically, yes. It does require for a group of people to get together and do something together. The Page of Pentacles, clarifying that. Maybe it's a ticket to go to a show, to a game, to a concert, or what have you. The Page of Pentacles could be something tangible, something you can touch. So a ticket, that's my favorite example. That's the easiest example. I usually use tickets to games or shows or concerts as an example for the Page of Pentacles. But it could be like, I don't know, maybe a gift certificate, or it could be something tangible, something symbolic, something that's going to give them a sign, or something they are getting ready to do, right? The Page of Pentacles is a good card, all right? It really is. And the rest is history. Immediately after that, we have the Two of Cups. As you can see, there's two people in the Two of Cups. It's a soulmate card. It's a card of unconditional love. It's a card of when two people are on the same page. Maybe they are going to invite you to some kind of event, because the Hierophant clarifying the Two of Cups, right? It could be some kind of a formal official event, okay? It could be like a wedding or an engagement, or it could be some other formal event. It could be like a religious, spiritual event, or something that has to do with religion or spirituality. It's also a card of education, all right? But perhaps this is what's coming your way between you two. Okay, all you have to do is just get on the same page. All right, the Hierophant could be a card of, like I said, marriage, something traditional, right? On the bottom of the deck, we have the Lovers. Could be a Gemini you're dealing with. The Lovers could be a card of a choice, but at this point, I think you guys are going to be on the same page. So it's not really a choice, right? Unless you're choosing your wedding venue. All right, and at the same time, the Lovers is very similar to the Two of Cups. Energetically, it's very similar, right? In both of those two cards, you see two people and a deity or an angel or something hovering over those two people in the Two of Cups, right? In the Lovers, it's a deity or an angel, right? And yeah, the Lovers is also a soulmate card. The Lovers is a twin flame connection card, by the way, if you believe in twin flames. And the Lovers could be the love of your life, by the way. And right next to the deck, we have the Sun. Could be a Leo you're dealing with. Could be a card of clarity. And at the same time, the Sun is the happiest card in the deck. You know, and that was the last card that came out before I started clarifying. The Sun is the happiest card in the deck. All right? With the Sun card, we always see on top of the world and all that good stuff. So the potential is awesome. With those three major arcana cards here, the Hierophant, the Sun, and the Lovers, and the minor arcana cards are all good. So, again, for the 25th time, I'm not sure what that struggle, what that thing was in the first spread, but the second spread looks like smooth sailing. All right? So, yeah, Aries, that's what I have for you for this reading, for this time period. If this video resonates with you, please like it. Please also comment and subscribe. And other than that, Aries, have an amazing the rest of the month.